California, a land of golden dreams often shrouded in smoke. Known for its stunning coastlines, vibrant cities, and lush forests, California is a place of natural beauty and opportunity. But this paradise is increasingly marred by a persistent and growing threat. Wildfires have become a terrifying reality for its residents, a relentless cycle of destruction and rebirth. Each year the fire season seems to start earlier and end later, leaving communities in a constant state of vigilance and fear. From the sprawling forests of the Sierra Nevada to the chaparral-covered hills of the south, flames have scorched the landscape, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The once thriving ecosystems are now barren and lifeless, a stark reminder of nature's fury. The year is 2025 and the fires seem to be getting worse, fueled by a warming climate and years of drought. The combination of dry conditions and high temperatures creates a perfect storm for these infernos to ignite and spread rapidly. Just this past summer, the Oak Fire ripped through thousands of acres, forcing families to flee their homes with only the clothes on their backs. The speed and ferocity of the fire left little time for preparation, turning lives upside down in an instant. Images of charred homes and ash-filled skies are etched into the collective memory of Californians. These haunting visuals serve as a grim testament to the destructive power of wildfires and the vulnerability of human settlements. The emotional toll of these fires is immeasurable. Families are torn apart, cherished memories are lost, and the sense of security is shattered. The psychological impact on survivors can last a lifetime as they grapple with the trauma and loss. Lives are lost, homes are reduced to ashes, and the environment suffers irreparable damage. The scars left by these fires are not just physical but also emotional, affecting the very fabric of the communities they ravage. Yet, amidst the devastation, stories of resilience and hope emerge. Communities come together to rebuild, neighbors support each other, and firefighters risk their lives to protect what remains. These acts of bravery and solidarity shine through the darkness. This is the story of California's wildfires, a complex tale of climate change, human impact, and the extraordinary spirit of those who live in the shadow of the flames. It is a narrative of struggle and survival, of loss and renewal, and of the enduring human spirit. California's unique geography and climate make it prone to wildfires. Hot, dry summers create tinderbox conditions where vegetation becomes highly flammable. Add strong winds like the Santa Ana winds that sweep across the Southland, and a spark can quickly explode into an inferno. While fire is a natural part of the ecosystem, human activities have significantly increased the frequency and intensity of these blazes. Climate change is a major culprit, leading to hotter temperatures, prolonged droughts, and an abundance of dry fuel. Careless human actions like unattended campfires, discarded cigarettes, and faulty power lines are often the triggers. As more people move into fire-prone areas, the risk of human-caused ignitions continues to rise. It's a dangerous combination, turning what were once natural occurrences into catastrophic events. The impact of these wildfires extends far beyond the charred landscapes. The devastation they leave behind is a stark reminder of nature's fury and the fragility of our environment. The environmental consequences are severe. The once lush and vibrant ecosystems are now reduced to ashes, leaving a trail of destruction that will take decades to heal. Forests, once teeming with life, are reduced to barren wastelands. The loss of vegetation not only affects the flora but also disrupts the entire food chain, impacting countless species. Wildlife populations are decimated, their habitats destroyed. Animals that survive the flames often face starvation and displacement, struggling to find new homes in an already shrinking wilderness. The air quality deteriorates, with smoke and ash traveling hundreds of miles, impacting the health of millions. Cities far from the fire's origin find themselves blanketed in a haze, causing widespread respiratory issues. Respiratory illnesses spike, and the long-term effects of smoke inhalation are still being studied. Vulnerable populations such as children and the elderly are particularly at risk. The economic toll is staggering. Entire communities are left in ruins, with infrastructure destroyed and livelihoods lost. The cost of rebuilding is immense, often leaving families in financial ruin. Homes and businesses are lost, forcing families to rebuild their lives from scratch. The emotional and financial strain of starting over is a burden that many struggle to bear. Tourism, a vital part of California's economy, suffers as visitors stay away from fire-ravaged areas. The loss of revenue from tourism further compounds the economic challenges faced by affected communities. The human cost is immeasurable. the emotional scars left by these disasters are deep, affecting not just those who lost their homes but entire communities. Lives are lost, not just from the fires themselves but from the stress and trauma they inflict. The psychological impact can be long-lasting, with many struggling to cope with the aftermath. First responders work tirelessly, risking their lives to protect communities. Their bravery and dedication are a beacon of hope amidst the devastation, but the toll on their physical and mental health is significant. The story of California's wildfires is best told through the eyes of those who have lived through them. These are the voices that echo through the charred remains, the stories that rise from the ashes, painting a vivid picture of survival and resilience. Meet Sarah, a single mother who lost her home in the recent Oak Fire. Her life was turned upside down in a matter of hours, leaving her with nothing but the clothes on her back and the hope for a better tomorrow. She recounts the terror of that night, fleeing with her 2 young children as flames engulfed their neighborhood. The fear in her eyes is still evident as she describes the chaos and the desperate rush to escape the inferno. "We lost everything," she says, her voice breaking, "but we're alive, and that's all that matters." Her words are a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the most harrowing of circumstances. John, a volunteer firefighter, speaks of the adrenaline rush of battling the flames, the intense heat, and the relentless fight to save lives and property. He talks about the camaraderie among his crew, the unspoken bond that forms when you're in the trenches together, facing danger head-on, and the heartbreak of seeing families who have lost everything. The devastation is not just physical but emotional, leaving scars that may never fully heal. "It's tough," he admits, "but someone's got to do it." His determination is unwavering, driven by a sense of duty and a commitment to protect his community. "We're here to protect our communities," he says, his voice filled with resolve. The firefighters are the unsung heroes, risking their lives to save others. These are just a few of the countless stories of loss, courage, and resilience that emerge from the ashes of California's wildfires. Each story is a reminder of the strength of the human spirit and the enduring hope that even in the face of disaster, we can rebuild and recover. Battling the blaze, a collective effort. Fighting wildfires is a dangerous and Herculean task, requiring the coordinated efforts of thousands of individuals. Firefighters, both professional and volunteer, are on the front lines, risking their lives to protect homes and contain the blazes. They are supported by a network of government agencies, from CAL FIRE, the state's firefighting agency, to the National Guard, which provides aerial support and assists with evacuations. Local communities also play a vital role, organizing evacuation centers, providing food and shelter for displaced residents, and offering support to those affected by the fires. New technologies like AI-powered fire detection systems and more efficient firefighting aircraft are being deployed to help combat the blazes, but even with these advancements, wildfire suppression remains a dangerous and challenging endeavor. Section 6. Fighting Fire with Innovation. In the face of this growing threat, California is turning to cutting-edge technology to prevent and combat wildfires. Advanced satellite imagery and artificial intelligence algorithms are being used to detect fires in their early stages, allowing for faster response times. Drones equipped with infrared cameras can fly over fire lines, providing real-time information to firefighters on the ground. New fire retardants developed using nanotechnology are proving to be more effective and environmentally friendly. Researchers are also exploring the use of prescribed burns, controlled fires that are intentionally set to reduce fuel loads and prevent larger, more destructive wildfires. Section 7. Rebuilding Lives, Restoring Hope. The aftermath of a wildfire is a scene of devastation. Homes are reduced to rubble, landscapes are scarred, and the air is thick with the smell of smoke. But amidst the ashes, the process of rebuilding begins. Government agencies and non-profit organizations step in to provide assistance to those who have lost their homes. Temporary shelters are set up, food and water are distributed, and financial aid is made available to help families get back on their feet. Communities come together to support their neighbors, offering emotional support, donating supplies, and volunteering their time to help with the cleanup and rebuilding efforts. Section 8. The Long Road to Recovery. Recovering from a wildfire is a long and arduous process. For many, the emotional scars run deep. The loss of a home, cherished possessions, and a sense of security can be devastating. Mental health services are crucial in helping individuals and communities cope with the trauma and loss. Therapists specializing in post-traumatic stress disorder work with survivors, providing counseling and support groups. The physical rebuilding process can take years. Clearing debris, navigating insurance claims, and rebuilding homes are just a few of the challenges faced by those who have lost everything. The road to recovery is long, but with the support of their communities, government assistance, and their own resilience, Californians are slowly rebuilding their lives and their communities. Section 9. A shared responsibility. Wildfires are a complex problem with no easy solutions. Addressing this growing threat requires a multi-pronged approach that involves individual responsibility, community action, and government policy. We must all do our part to prevent wildfires by being careful with fire, clearing brush around our homes, and following fire safety regulations. We need to support policies that address climate change, which is a major driver of more frequent and intense wildfires. This is not just a California problem, it's a global issue. As climate change continues to impact weather patterns worldwide, the threat of wildfires will only increase. We must work together to protect our communities, our environment, and our future.